Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Or I look at what my hair used to be like in
Don't even go there. That's a really sensitive topic. I remember the day I had my glow up and like getting a new fresh trim at the barber shop. My barber was like, I went in, brand new guy. He sat me down. He's like, "What can I do for you?" And I was like, "Can I just have a grade 3 all over?" Which is what I used to get. And then he was like, "No." I was like, "What do you mean no?"
Well, isn't it? He just took over.
He literally just said no, and I was like, "I don't know how to handle this like response. I was not expecting this." And then he just gave
He
me
haircut dominated you.
fully.
He grabbed you by the hair and you're like, I'm a naughty boy.
No, do you know what I mean? And that was the birth of like, what was it? What's it called? Side. Fade,
Was that like your
fade.
equivalent of having like amazing sex for the first time? He pulled you back there. I'm gonna give you the cut you deserve.
You could actually relate it to that. But yeah, it was just side. What's the word? What is it called? Skin fade.
Skin fade. I love getting the best part about a skin fade is when you feel your sides afterwards.
That's
and you're
the
like,
orgasm.
Oh.
That's the orgasm.
And then you get your mates to say, you go up to your mate, go, "Do you want to run your hand through it?" And they're like, "Oh, so smooth."
And then you get
See, a guy getting a skin fade is the equivalent of a woman getting her legs waxed.
That's so weird.
And when you feel it, and when you feel their leg, you're like, "Wow, that is so smooth."
Yeah, I can't say I felt many girls' legs, but yeah.
Well, making sense considering you're not into them sexually. Yeah.
Say my friend.
What was that?
It's my crackhead laugh.
That was such an evil little laugh.
It's my crackhead laugh. No,
Is that you when you score a music deal? I'm gonna mug you off.
I'm not even that high up in music. I'm just trying to start.
Have you been doing music for quite a long time?
Since I was 7 years old.
Once I was that your song? Once I was 7 years,
not
and then
okay.
that white guy stole your song.
Who's I can't remember his name. Luke. No, it's not Luke.
Lewis. Just some generic white guy Luke name.
It's Lewis. I'm sure it's Lewis.
Lewis Campbell.
Capaldi.
Campbell.
I got that.
Lewis
that.
Capaldi.
Like,
You,
wow.
you did well.
Thank
You remembered
you,
it.
God.
I didn't.
So
So is that why you're staying in London? Because you're hoping that way it's a better way for you to get your music about.
I mean, yeah, and I don't really like Devon. Devon's cute. Don't get me wrong.
But it's a bit too small.
There's not a lot.
Nothing goes on here, does it?
No.
That's
like-
why I want to move up to Bristol.
Exactly. Bristol is a little London.
It
And
is.
it's like it's just so much going on there, especially for music and art and.
Devon, Bristol is so arty.
Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes I feel like it's too arty.
Too arty.
Yeah, like you're not allowed to be normal in Bristol. Everyone's trying to like
Yeah, that's
express themselves.
It's true though.
Everyone's got their
Everywhere.
creative tick there.
You have your little skater groups. You have
So many skaters.
Yeah, skate groups are funny. I can't even lie.
I mean, I like the have you ever walked through the Clifton area in Bristol?
If I
It's
say
so
I
posh.
have, no, I probably. Oh, okay, no, I probably.
Oh,
haven't.
it's such a high class posh area. Even their walls are superior to like other walls. You know, you
What,
can
it's
see
just
them.
like
You can
a-
see them in their high up windows drinking tea at like 10 rather than being at work because they don't need to work 'cause they're living off daddy. And they're like, "Are you walking to your cafe, peasant?" Yum, yum, yum.
That's what it feels like. They work at the place I work now. It's just like all these people just come in and just sit on their iPhones and
And they're not going to work.
and they're just doing like little Zoom calls with their family, like,
You mean those are the kind of people that can like do their job anywhere?
yeah.
And they're like, "I'm a networker."
Yeah.
Or like, I'm a market salesman, so I can just work from my laptop and do it anywhere. I'll have a pumpkin spice latte. So yeah, we're gonna move those shipments to
I
5
don't
o'clock,
work in
and
Starbucks. I work at Starbucks.
well, I work at Artigiano, so
I know I saw you the other day.
so you and I are both working in dem jobs.
I saw you the other day. I literally walked past, and I was just
Yeah, I was flirting with the older woman.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you gotta be nice to the customers because you get tips.
What kind of tip?
Well, only the money tip for now. Well, actually, yesterday it was it was a girl's birthday, and I was being so nice to them. They gave me a £10 tip. I was so tempted just to put it in my pocket rather than put it in the tip jar.
Oh.
Because, you know, there's always that cunt manager that gives the majority of the tips to himself.
And what happens with your tips? Do you get splits?
We split all the tips, like, all the way, so we don't get... If I just kept the tenner, you know. Oh, well. But one girl came up to me and just said, "Can I get your number?" But I wasn't attracted to her.
Oh.
But at the same time, I didn't want to be mean.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, all right."
Okay.
And I gave her my number.
And then have you spoken since then?
I have. I know. I
Sounds like you
I would-
made
I would-
it sound like it was a chore. Like
Yeah, it's like doing the dishwasher. All right, I'll fucking stick my cock in you. Jesus Christ. All right.
So you have met her for a shag?
No, I haven't met her. We've only been messaging.